What's up, you guys? It's your boy Pete here. Today, we are going to be breaking down Donald Trump's tariffs. I see a lot of people not really understanding what tariffs are, how they work, what good and bad could they do to the country. So, I'm just here to kind of just break down specifically how a tariff works, what good and bad it could do for the country. And from there, I'm going to leave you guys with the decision of deciding whether you think they're good or bad for the country. That's all I'm simply doing here tonight. So let's get right into it, guys. An example of a tariff is basically the fact that you have to pay more money to consume something from outside the country. The end goal of a tariff is specifically to make inflation go down due to more businesses opening up. And I'm going to be explaining exactly how all of these things happen. But first, let me explain specifically how a tariff works. So, say for example, right, you go to China and you buy a shirt for $30, right? And you want to make $10 profit off it, you're going to sell the shirt for $40 after that. However, now that Trump put tariffs everywhere, depending on what percentage tariff he put on each country, you have to pay more now. So say for example that $30 shirt from China, Trump puts a 33% tariff on it. You now have to pay $40 to buy that shirt, and you have to sell it for $50 to try and make profit. You see instantly how a customer has to spend more now just to buy that shirt off you. And not to mention that these tariffs could even cause the prices to go up even more than that. Like, say the guy selling it for $50, he might sell it for $55 now due to a decline in sales. He might just purposely try and sell the shirt for more now to make up the lack of customers due to the business going down because people just simply can't afford anything right now. So, this is basically the bad part about tariffs. It's meant to really make you suffer at first. But the end goal of tariffs is so that people in the country who have money can start opening up more businesses here so we could be more self-reliant. Like, for example, right? Now that tariffs are everywhere, many people are not going to want to buy goods from outside countries no more because it's simply too expensive. So the rich people might just say, you know what, fuck it. Let's just open up some businesses here and just sell amongst each other. It costs nothing for you to buy something off one another within the country. There's no tariffs on that. You're just going to pay each other, and then from there you're just going to try and sell your product to your customers, right? So that's basically the good and bad about tariffs. The good part is that if everything goes right, more businesses and resources will be available within the country, so the money in the country will stay in the country rather than us spending it outside the country, right? However, the bad part about tariffs is that you have to really suffer until these businesses become available. And even if they do, it's not a guarantee. Trump is basically taking a gamble by doing this. However, history does say that tariffs could work. Most of the time they don't. They could cause a major crisis, and they have before. But when the country was at its richest point, it was between 1870 to 1913, and that's when the country had tariffs literally everywhere. So there's a sample that the country was at its richest with them. There's also been samples where the country was down bad with them. So it's really a gamble at the end of the day. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think these tariffs are a good thing or a bad thing? Me personally, though, I'm more on the side that they're a good thing. Because the way I kind of just look at it is, if you live here in America, you know everything has skyrocketed these last few years, guys. Everything is skyrocketed. Nobody could live stable anymore. In my personal opinion, I think it's worth suffering a little bit longer and a little bit worse for a stable economy later on. If we get more businesses and more money racks up within the country, that's how inflation goes down after that. But it is a gamble, like I said. It's not a guarantee. This could end up terrible or amazing. So that's pretty much my personal opinion on it. I'm going to go on the side hoping that it works. So I'm going to say yes, it's a good thing. But let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, but this was a show. Now I want to get into a few announcements about my channel moving forward. For those of you that were already familiar with my page, just a it was just a channel for shorts, right? It's called Pete's YouTube Shorts. I'm now changing the name to Pete's YouTube channel. I have decided to start making my content into actual videos, guys. I was posting shorts about sports, anime, casual life content, etc. Now, the only difference is that I'm going to be making them into actual videos also, guys. Today's casual content was politics, okay, guys? So the casual stuff could pretty much be a lot of things. I'll switch it up every now and then, but most of the content is going to be sports and anime because those are my two biggest passions. I actually do have one video posted already, but that was kind of just one video that I made, just for the fuck of it, just because I wanted to make it for the one time. But I've decided to become committed towards making actual videos rather than just shorts, guys. If you guys have also kept up with me, you guys know I hate Patrick Mahomes and Bronny James. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes will never be the fucking GOAT, and Bronny James fucking sucks. He doesn't deserve to be in the NBA, plain and simple. So you guys know that about me. If you've been keeping up with me, if not, welcome to the reality of how I think. And I also do another podcast page with one of my friends, guys. It's called Just Keep Up Podcast. We air on YouTube and Rumble. I will be dropping the link for that down in the description. Please go subscribe to me there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be back to you guys next week, most likely with a sports video about some NBA things going on. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.